Hello here from Guro Street. We have just at the frontal view. I'm trying to get my shoes not too wet here. Where we can see the soffit fascia. And pot lights are all looking good. The siding is appearing to be relatively new. There's a couple cracks, one there, one in the corner. I think we noted about 4 or 5 when we did our video walkthrough. Maybe a little loose over there. Just some things to be cleaned up a little bit. Looks like we've got some new windows at the front. Or that one's a new window. I think there was one on the side as well. That's the mast we discovered. It has this veneer casing over it. Got a broken piece of glass. These are removable on the doors though, so we should be able to get that fixed. You got your key code there. I said that about my boots, but here I am walking around. We're just gonna do the exterior first. Yeah, looks to be a newer window on the side there. The water meter, attic venting and everything. Flashing, not fascia, sorry, is in good shape. More flashing around there, over a little bit of footing. Not sure what happens around this middle point here, but I'm sure there's some way to seal that to be sure everything's good. We went in the garage before and saw there's a wonderful pad in there, in great shape. A little bit of algae on the shed here, but nothing I'm worried about. We are electrified. Just remember the power plugs look to be to OBC. Every 6 feet or so there is a plug. Yard eventually over time will clear up a bit. You could do a bit of leveling here, but nothing I'm super worried about. Just inside, decent pad and everything. Imagine all this shelving and stuff would just be cleaned off, but still here. There we go. Looks like it's properly vented too. I see a little bit of light peeking around the edges. It's probably not stinking hot in here. The garage door opener, I still haven't seen a button for that, but we have a plan for that already. Fire extinguisher there. Metal roof. We were wondering about venting for the stove, and I'm going to say that venting there is probably more likely for plumbing than the stove. So that is probably just vented into the attic if it's not just a carbon filter. We noted all the footings. There's just a couple cracks here and there all around the outside. Not sure what to say about that wood header there. I think that's probably fine. It probably needs some kind of sealing. And then your downspouts and everything were all pulled away from the house pretty well. That's probably going to be some drainage plan suggestions from the home inspector. Great, all fenced off. I'll send you the extra listing stuff so you can see the property lines and everything, so you can see how much space there is or depth of your property, how far away the closest whatever it is you're looking for is. We'll have a little look. Gardens can go in there. Going inside. So again, with all the notes, we did have the smoking, the pets, the tile was a bit broken up, but other than that, everything just needs a little bit of a touch up, I think. Baseboard heat and everything. Oh yeah, around the door here, there was a couple observations. I think that just needs a general clean. Broken glass, unfortunately. I think there was just some siding for the door was pulled off for some reason. I can't really see anything major going on there, just a little clean out. Whenever you see new siding and roof and stuff like that, often there was some kind of historical leak that was when the trigger was pulled on getting the work done, and usually everything got cleaned up and is all dried out at this point. So it's possible it's related to an old leak, but I feel like it's unlikely it's a new or a current leak. We have decent cabinetry and stuff. I think we can work on all of this. I think that's a real wood finish on the outside. Should take paint pretty well if you can't just clean it up. And then more of these little spots. Let's make sure it's zoomed out. We have the little chest freezer there. Some stuff dealt with for electrical, just otherwise a basic closet. Dryer was pulled out, so the venting's just getting reinstalled. All the plumbing there. I'm going to the hot water tank, running through. Otherwise, everything looked fine there. Simple lighting, slightly vaulted ceiling there. Appliances were all fine. There's no way to really tell from the vent what's going on there, but there it all is. Okay, any more observations to be made? I think we're good on that. Well, of course, minus whatever happened here, but I think someone probably just had that really pulled apart, getting the laundry suite and everything in there, and then it was just not quite done. I was definitely told that they started to do the work, they don't have the energy to finish, so they're selling as is, which works to your favor. The panel right in here at 100 amp, we made some observations that made us believe it was copper. There's room on there still, not a ton, but there's room. Just the mast, bolt and everything there. We had our thermostat here for the master control. I don't see knobs on there for zone control, so you may have to go with just like the one temp. But I believe they each have their own individual thermostat to know when to come on and off. So, oh, and another thermostat, right as I say that. So there might be a couple thermostats throughout the house. We've got our vaulted ceiling here that did have a little bit of leaking at some point, but I think that steel roof probably was the answer. Their older window, there was no signs of age in here. I looked at most of the seams and don't really see anything. There was this little bit of writing here, but I don't see a date in that. It's not 1935, that's for sure. Okay, not gonna happen. Anyways. Oh yeah, there was this here. We couldn't tell. I bet you that's like a bulkhead up there, and you can probably turn that into a little storage area if you wanted. And then just a simple closet. There's no bar or anything in there, but it's the easiest fix. Tile floor into that little tile hall area for the kitchen. Simple vanity. Looks like a kind of a vintage one with a light possibility there, like a sconce. Light here not quite installed properly. That fan did work in the end. I turned it on. In the shower, we noticed, I have a feeling they may have installed like a soap ledge or something, and they leaned on it and pulled it off the wall. Who knows? I don't think that it's a work in progress. I think there's just like a little silver piece that's missing there. Shouldn't be hard to fix. Cat drinking from the toilet. I'm sorry, kitty. You can do better. There's a couple little, I think there's just a transition missing here, but we're going to probably redo these kitchen floors anyways. Yeah, I think I've covered most of the stuff. We've got these little halogen pot lights, so electrical plan and everything. I think there's a lot of things that could move along towards your really nice finished product quickly. Like there's some annoying stuff dealt with already. A little bit of work that we're going to have to undo before redoing, but it's not a huge square footage. Anyways, I think I covered everything. So I'm going to move along. Thank you very much.